Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, August 2nd market update. On the economic front, monthly construction spending beat estimates coming in up 0.1%. The estimate was for it to be down 0.5%. The ISM manufacturing also beat, coming in at 55.5. Estimate was for 54. On deck for tomorrow are the monthly motor vehicle sales, the monthly personal income and outlays, and the monthly pending home sales. The dollar was down. Gold, copper, silver, and oil were all up for the third day in a row. Gold was kind of flat, but still up. Uh, light sweet crude futures were up $2.39 to settle at 81.34. So obviously we've gone back on a buy signal above the 80 there. So looking at the dollar, we're still in this channel down. We did break lower here from where it touches here. Now it's possible here at this prior low here, 23.44. We're about there now. So let's see if we make a lower low here. Go lower here or not. Wait and see. Not looking good for the dollar. Over to the point figure chart. So we did break out. We had a quadruple top breakout. Well, you can't see all the wording, but a quadruple top breakout. So the new price objective for oil is $92 a barrel per this point figure chart pattern. And here's the breakout. Let's take a look at the Dow. Dow closed up 208 points to 10,674. S&P closed up 24 points to 1,125. Nasdaq closed up 40 points to 2295, and the Russell closed up 11 points to 661. The S&P had the larger percent gain, up 2.2%, and the Russell was the weakest, but still up, of course, up 1.69%. Volume across the indices today were not all that great, about 20 to 30% below average. So we continue to go up on light volume, which we can. Not that unusual since it's summer. Let's see. So we did break out over the June 21st high here. Nice big breakout. MACD looks good. Not seeing any things going on here. Over to the S&P. S&P has not taken out the June 21st high, and I'm watching this to see this. This looks like we might have a rising wedge here on the S&P, and which would means we're pretty much here at the top. When we got here, we rejected to up here, pulled back. I mean, we're making higher highs, but we pulled back. So let's see what happens here. If we pull back, we break out and go higher, or if we come back here, and then what happens down here. So we will be watching for that. And Nasdaq has not taken out these prior highs here or here, of course, so not looking quite as strong. And then the Russell has not taken out its prior highs either. So typically Nasdaq and Russell are leading. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting, a little bit of a divergence there that the Dow and the S&P have, and the Russell and Nasdaq have not. So let's take a look at gold. So GLD, we're up here. We could be at some resistance here. We bounced here. Let's get rid of that. Obviously, it doesn't matter. But gold did hold up all right today. Silver has broken out above this downtrend line here, and of course has resistance here at the next level. So we'll watch for that. But we had some good volume on the breakout on silver. Copper is just on fire. It really is. The JZC, the copper ETF. So we've broken out from where it originally broke down in this area. And MACD, everything's still looking good on copper. The VIX volatility index, of course, we're in this kind of a falling wedge looking pattern, and we're in this little tinier channel here, or possible wedge here. Down 6.34% today. So, but we are still within this, trend line support. XLF breakout over the prior high here on XLF today. Broke out above the 15. Had some good volume. We'll notice the semis though. Semis seem to struggle. We had a lot of selling here on the SMH, and of course we're not anywhere near to this 29 level of breaking out. Semis being able to continue to go higher. So I am watching this. What's going on with this SMH? Let's go take a look at the McClellan oscillator on the NYSE as far as overbought, oversold conditions. So we're at 66. We are overbought, but not very overbought. We really need, typically we get way up into here to be overbought, 80 to 100, but 66 is overbought. Take a look at the sectors. So 15 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The oil service index had the large percent gain at 4.49%. The gold index was the weakest, which is the gold miners, down 0.43%. Only red one of the day. Over to chart watch. So a few new ones, but a lot of these I'll of course going to look at that are off the watch list from the weekend. If you haven't watched the watch list, then it's got a lot of good ideas. A lot of those broke out today. So we are at a possible resistance here on Massey, MEE. Had some good volume though, so I would expect it to go ahead and break out. It's Foster Wheeler in this triangle had some good volume here, and I would guess, depending on market strength or weakness, it'll break out. So see, you probably buy it over today's high, even though it had a pretty decent move. ATPG breaking out on a little bit higher volume out of its triangle, looking pretty good. Hess, big breakout higher on Hess. Petrobras breaking out above the downtrend line on good volume, looking good. Vail breaking out above the previous area of this resistance, looking good. Williams Company breaking out above the downtrend line, and see where it goes from here, but it's looking pretty good for that one as long as it can stay above that trend line. Lincoln National, another financial, breaking higher, had good volume off earnings. Above the downtrend line. Hartford Financial breaking out of its triangle today, had some good volume. Another financial, Fifth Third Bank Corp, good volume today, is peaked out above the downtrend line, so it's looking pretty good. Of course, FFIB, it went a little bit higher today. A little bit of a not real strong candle, but did go higher today. It still looks good. Cree broke out of its bull flag and went a little bit higher today. E-Trade breaking higher out of this tight little consolidation today. China Agritech breaking out. Probably has put in a bottom. Big move today, up 11%, but it can still go higher, so you might want to keep that ag stock on your list. Walter breaking out with good volume today, looks good. Cliff Natural Resources breaking out above the trend line and had some decent volume as well. All of these are off the watch list. Whiting Petroleum breaking higher today. Digital Realty breaking out above the trend line today, looks good. Total breaking higher today off of the watch list, it looks good. Celgene going higher off the watch list, looks good. SLB, same way, huge move higher on it today. ConocoPhillips moving higher, looks good. APA going higher, looks good. NYSE, Euronext broke out of its triangle today with really good volume. BXP, been watching this one, moved higher today. Regions Financial, not quite taking out this high here, but close. So watch it. Probably buy over this high here from July the 27th. Of course, Freeport McMoran moving a lot higher as long as copper goes higher. So will it. And Apple took a little flag there. It did break out above its flag pattern today, or out of its flag pattern today. Didn't have great volume though. All right, so let's take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P. So still on buy. There's no changes here. Yeah, might want to have big rally day. Let's see what happens over the next day or two. We might some sideways action would probably be good. And also want to watch that wedge on the S&P. All right, so keep that in mind as well. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching.